If you missed class on Monday, September 21st, here's what you missed. So first we went through our weekly objectives for this week. So you'll click on that, open up the to-do list form, click your block, and then you can check out this week's lesson plans. This is September 21st. So the first thing that I did was explain your vocab homework. That is due on Thursday. You can see your vocab test is on Thursday as well. So your vocab homework will be under vocabulary. It's this guy right here. You'll open it up and edit it with Kami. It's very similar to the homework that you had last year, I believe, for Mrs. Smith. So you'll fill in your vocab words on each line by using the text boxes. So you'll figure out which word fits in each blank. You have to spell the word correctly to get the point. And then you may have to change the ending on the word. So if you don't change the ending and you needed to, it'll cost you half a point. There's 15 of those, and then you'll finish the sentence down here in a way that proves that you know what it means. So like Samantha was overcome with nostalgia when she saw her sister. Doesn't tell me what nostalgia means, but she saw her favorite candy from childhood for sale at the gas station. That does show me what nostalgia means. So you want to use some context clues. So there's 5 of those, and when you're done, you'll turn that in. It is due on Thursday. Then we did our first slide on the word work form. So that's right here. And what we did was sorted each of these words into part of speech. A little hint for you, if you look at the definitions for nouns usually include an article. So they'll start usually with a, and, or the. And verbs usually start with the word to. So that's a really good way for you to sort. There is only one adjective. So there's only one thing that describes a noun in this list. I will post this key at the end of the week so you can check your work. But you'll just click and drag each word to where it belongs. So we did that at the beginning of class. And then we finished up our King Arthur comparison from Friday. So that was under the drawing of the sword. On Friday, you guys worked on answering the questions over here on the right. So you highlighted your evidence and you answered the question with text boxes. And then what we finished was the 5 meaningful plot differences. So you want to look at the story that was labeled like 917, King Arthur and the Sword and the Stone, I think it was called. And you'll look at that story versus this story and try to figure out 5 things that are different. So that was the way we finished that up. When you're done with it, it gets turned in. And then I reviewed. Last year, you guys learned how to write a paragraph using the form RACES. So you'll want to open up this file and review it. Talks about restating the question, answering the question, citing evidence, explaining your evidence, and summarizing. I gave you an example using the question, how does Dory fit the archetype of an innocent child? And I went through each step, and then I wrote the full paragraph right here for you. So you should review that file. And then you're going to write a paragraph for me answering this question. So why is Freak and Freak the Mighty so interested in knights? You're going to get your quote from this page. So I picked a page from the book for you, and you should find a sentence or 2 that helps you answer that question and use that as your evidence. You'll type your answer in this side of the chart. So you'll restate the prompt and answer it here, cite your evidence here, explain your evidence here, and summarize it here. The bulk of your points are in explain evidence. So this part is 3 points, where the other things are, 1 point, 1 point, 2 points, and 1 point. So make sure you explain it well, explain why your quote proves why Freak is so interested in knights. And then down here, I've given you an example using a question from your quiz. So how do Max and Freak complement each other? So you can take a look at that too to kind of see how much I'm expecting, the type of answers that I'm looking for whenever you write your own paragraph here. What you don't finish on this becomes homework. So you should get this finished before 8 a.m. on Tuesday. That's when it's due on Classroom. If you're absent, you obviously get an extra day or 2 to work on that. Once you've gone over the checklist for the to-do list, make sure you submit it on Classroom. I'll check off all of these things and it'll give you this to-do list in your email. If you have any questions, as always, you can contact me via my contact form, shoot me an email, or talk to me in class. Thanks.